listen, you either had an emo phase or you know someone had an emo phase. But if you're one of the lucky few, I have no idea what I'm talking about. The concept of being emo is a style of fashion, a genre of music, and it's not a phase, Mom, it's who I really am. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking about emos in the first place. Well, it's because I'm going to tell you why My Chemical Romance, also known as MCR, is one of the greatest alt-rock, power pop, and emo bands ever to come out of the 21st century. We'll look into their sound, their music, why I could be wrong, and why I know I'm right. So let's get into it by talking about their sound first. Legally, MCR can be classified as emo, as in a New Musical Express article in 2007. Gerard Way, lead singer of MCR, is stated to have said this: "I think emo's fucking garbage. I think it's a pile of shit. It's garbage." They're still going to be called an emo band, of course, because their album 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is what propelled the emo genre into mainstream music. And like most other bands, they don't just have a single sound, as they are also alt-rock, gothic rock, electronic rock, punk rock, hardcore punk, post-hardcore punk, power pop, and screamo. Building off this, I'd like to talk about their music. It's pretty good, or at least good enough to have sold over 9 million copies from all 4 of their albums, and over 8 million copies from all their singles. But compared to their contemporaries, their musical output is disappointing, as they've only released 92 songs in their 12-year lifespan. Granted, that still is a lot of music, and I did include covers and demos of songs in my count of what they released. Covers such as Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Now, it starts off like any other Mariah Carey cover.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about.
But it quickly evolves into whatever this is. And while this is a good indicator of what you'll be getting into, I promise MCR does more than just scare your parents. Now, I'd like to talk about their first album. I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love. And while wordy, the shorthand is just bullets. And as a whole, Bullets is a story about a man who has to kill 1,000 people in order to be reunited with his lover. Songs on this album range from a zombie apocalypse love song to Gerard's reaction from seeing 9/11. And with the way some of these songs are formatted, it's kind of hard to tell what exactly he's singing. While this isn't exactly a case in point, it does show the overall sound of Bullets. Now, their second album, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, is what propelled My Chemical Romance into stardom. And New Music Media currently puts this as one of their top 20 emo albums that has resolutely stood the test of time. So, MCR can at least say they released one of the greatest emo albums of all time. Compared to the other album, 3 Cheers is more theatrical compared to Bullets' loud sadness. As seen in Now, their third album, The Black Parade, is about a dying cancer patient, his death, the afterlife, and looking back at it all. And it currently sits at 361 of the Rolling Stones' top 500 albums of all time. My Chemical Romance here takes a more rock opera approach, taking influence from both Pink Floyd and Queen. Case in point, Danger Days of True Lies of Fabulous Killjoys is their fourth and final album. And compared to the other 3, it's pure, unadulterated fun. Danger Days is a story about the group called the Killjoys, who have to kill an evil corporation in post-apocalyptic California in 2019. It's about giving a voice to the voiceless and sticking it to the man. Now, of course, MCR is only 1 point in the early 2000s emo trifecta. And so let's find out why I could be wrong in that they might not be the greatest alt-rock, power pop, and emo bands ever to come out in the 21st century by talking about the other two. Now, I'd first like to talk about Panic at the Disco. And they're pretty good, considering they've won 23 out of the 62 awards they've been nominated for. And have outsold MCR as in comparison of album charts, as they have had 4 of their 6 albums either reached 1 or 2, while MCR's high-selling one, The Black Parade, only ever reached 2. Now, the final point in the early 2000s emo trifecta is Fall Out Boy. And when comparing peak album positions, 4 out of their 7 albums have all reached number 1, 2 reached top 10, and 1 never charted. They've also been nominated for 72 different types of music awards and have won 27 of them, which is way more than both MCR and Panic. Listen, both Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco are fantastic bands in their own right. But I'm right in that MCR is clearly superior because Android Lloyd Webber, yes, the man behind both Cats and Phantom of the Opera, has recently tweeted out this.
Musical theatre fans everywhere, what do you think of when you hear this? And for everybody else, what do you think of when you hear this? Musical theatre.
He's right, of course, as there are iconic music chords out there. But because of MCR, just a simple G note can make anyone stop in their tracks. When MCR announced their breakup back in 2013, literally no one thought they'd ever get back together. As even an AltPress article has even stated, top 10 reasons why MCR should never get back together, only a month before MCR actually announced their reunion concert. Tickets for that have sold under 6 minutes. And reunion shows are also sold out, despite being a year in advance. So I am here today, using my whole persuasive speech to tell you why you should listen to them. So please, find out why I am spending these 8 minutes, and why countless other people are still listening to them years after they broke up. Thank you. What's the time on that?